David Wise of Wise Coaching. Do you find that you get anxious about certain things in the future that haven't happened yet, and you end up procrastinating because you're worried about the result? If so, I'd love to share this little hint video with you to help you achieve the success you deserve. So, with that in mind, the first thing to do is to stop worrying about what you don't want. If you focus your energy on, I don't want this to happen, guess what you're going to do? Okay, so the first thing is to focus on what success means for you when that event actually does run the course in the way you want it to. Okay, so if you imagine yourself drifting forwards beyond that event to the point where it's been successful, so if we're talking about an interview, for example, that you've had, then you might see yourself on the other side of it, hearing those voices of inside your head saying, yeah, I did well then, I feel good, that went really well, I couldn't have done any better than what I just done there. And you hear the voices of the other people and you see them nodding and smiling, all those signals that tell you you've done a good job. How does that feel when you just imagine that rather than what you might have done in the past? So with that in mind, when you look into that event and you feel yourself and you hear those words, can you look back just before the event and just notice what's the very last thing you did which led to this success? If you can do that, you're in a great place, because now you've identified the very last thing you've achieved to get you there. And if you can do that, you can also step back further towards now for all those things that you've achieved along the way that have helped you get to this point. And when you look back on those things that you've achieved, you can also see the obstacles that you've overcome and how you overcame them. What were the things that you did that you might otherwise have been stuck on before that you've now achieved to help you get here? So bearing this in mind, take those things and remember those things that you've done, those actions that you've taken that have helped you get to this point of success. And when you can do that, I'd like you now just to drift back to the now, back into this seat here for me. And I'd like you just now to reflect in terms of the journey where you've been from now through to that successful event in the future. What's the one thing, the very first step that you can take right now which is going to take you to that success in the future? The outcome that you want. And with that, I'll leave you to enjoy that, be curious, be playful with it, and I'd love for you to feed back to me just how well this has worked for you. Thank you.